What's up, everybody? We're back with another video, and before we get started, I want to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I now have a naked lip. We're nice and we're ascending, bro. It's ascending culture. We're getting closer to summer. It's time to ascend. The lumberjack beard is gone. The stash that I've had for literally 2 years of my life. Oh, it looks so much different. But comment if you guys think this is a good look for me, and comment if you don't, if you think it's terrible. I want to know, truthfully. Be brutally honest with me. Don't give me no crap. But anyway, this is a different format I want to try for these weekly recap videos. I kind of want to try everything. I'm like branching out. Last week I kind of didn't put much on the screen, and I know that was just because I wasn't there that weekend. But I do want to try this format for a weekly recap video, just to see if I like it. If not, we'll go back to the other webcam footages. But I do want to try this out and see how this feels. But anyway, this week, trades taken, bro. I honestly couldn't even tell you. It was more, I was really just passing evals the whole week and getting winning days. That was kind of the whole thing. I remember I also blew a couple. Well, here's the thing. I blew like 4 or 5 evals this week, bro. It was a rough week for me mentally, because I was coming off of the biggest week of my career. As you guys know, if you've been following the channel or not, last week I had a 10K week, and I've requested 4K in payouts since last week. And if you guys also know, I had my biggest crash out ever, which was Friday, and I blew $1,600 of my profits on my main account, my main express, which brings the balance from 5.4K to 3.7K. And I did it because Friday was my last winning day. I needed one more winning day to request another $2,800, and I tilted because I lost my loss limit, which was 300, and I took the limit off, and then everything got out of whack. But yeah, like I said, I kind of just want to talk about the week in a more casual format, just kind of get off the feelings on my chest, how I'm feeling about the week, how I'm feeling about next week, kind of what we want to do and what we want to attack on. I feel like this will be a better format for me, and this will probably be an easier digestible format for you guys. So I don't know for sure, but we're going to find out. But yeah, anyway, this week was really not a great week for me. I learned a lot, though. Literally Friday, bro, it was the worst feeling I've ever had in my life. Literally, bro. Like, it was so bad. I was questioning everything when I went on tilt Friday. It was so bad. But and pretty much the whole week it was just blowing evals. I'm pretty sure I spent a lot of money on evals, bro. Like 500 or 600, like $400 to $500 on evals this week. But anyway, Friday we did end up getting another Express account. So coming into this week, we have 2 Express accounts that we're on. One that I need to build a buffer on, and one that just needs one more winning day to take another payout. The payout, instead of being 2.8K, is only going to be like 2K now, because I crashed out on Friday. But I'm kind of got over it. I mean, it's obviously still upsetting to think about, but I'm a lot more over it now than I was last week. But yeah, I mean, last week was pretty shaky. I feel like always, though, for me, like when I have high highs, I get higher lows, which is just essentially, I'm always going to be met with adversity after I have a good week. And to be honest, last week was a awesome week, and then this last week that we just had was kind of not. It was just kind of a rough week. But my goals really coming into this coming week are going to be just to stay level-headed, shake off what happened last week. It's a week, that week's over. We've got a whole new week of price action, a whole new week of the market coming in. If you guys are watching this on the day I post this, we opened up in Asia Sunday night and literally dumped like 500 points already. So the chances of New York AM being probable are low, because we have made such big moves already in Asia session. So the markets are probably going to be poop for New York AM, but we cross our fingers and we hope that that's not the case. But anyway, coming into the week, like I said, I'm just going to attack, stay confident, stay bold. That's what got me to where I'm taking payouts now in the first place. So why, dance with why I'm going to dance with a girl that I brought to the dance, and my Xbox just went off. I've got you guys propped up on my screen, and my Xbox is on right now instead of my PC. So, but anyway, that's kind of the plan. I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be, no longer than it should be. Just kind of a recap though, and just like a kind of relatable thing with you guys. If you guys are struggling with like mental or psychology things, just know that you're not alone. Everybody goes through it. It's kind of something that everybody has to deal with. Everybody has to go through in order to progress. If you aren't making mistakes, and if you aren't willing to make mistakes, you're never going to you're never going to succeed, for one, and you're never going to move forward. Because if you're afraid to make those mistakes, that's basically like saying, I'm afraid to grow. I'm afraid to learn. Because where do you see most of your growth and your expenditure, if you will? You see it from failure and mistakes. Because when you make mistakes, you know now what not to do. And then if you make more mistakes, you just know more of what not to do. And so eventually you're just going to know exactly what you need to do, and you're going to do it because you've done literally everything else that didn't work. And so it's like making mistakes is like having the side rails up at the bowling alley. You hit it and you bounce off and you pin. Yeah, it kind of hurts when you hit it, but you're going to end up getting to the right spot, eventually. And that's kind of like how I like to think about it going into the following weeks, and that's kind of what gives me peace of mind. So, but anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, just give it a subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button. I was looking at my analytics, and like 70% of you guys don't follow me, so it's kind of sad. If you enjoy the content and you want to watch the videos, man, just click the like button, click the subscribe button, and I post a recap every day, man. You can join the fam, and we can go through this trading journey together. It's not easy by any means. So, if you guys want a community, we can start building the community right now. I post religiously. I stay on top of it. I try to give you guys good content while also information and also just helping myself journal and document my journey as we go. And so I really enjoy you guys. Also, you guys, if you need a alpha code, I have a discount code for Alpha Futures, any account in the description. You guys can use that or not, whatever you guys want. But with that being said, I will see you guys in tomorrow's recap.